That's just a part of the oath taken by many men and women entering gates just like these to serve their country and possibly sacrifice their lives for their fellow citizens. Or so they thought.
I believe these people that told me that I'm going to earn my citizenship by serving this country and this country's military, and it was all a lie.
This is Fernando Cervantes, a Vietnam-era vet who came to America from Mexico at the age of 7 and joined the Army at the age of 19.
I was talking to my recruiter, and he said, without me even asking him, he said, by the way, by joining the military, you automatically become an American citizen. I said, great.
But after serving his tour of duty and discharging honorably, Fernando had trouble assimilating back into his community and was subsequently arrested and convicted for a crime in 2006 that would truly turn his life inside out.
When I arrived in Tehachapi, the immigration came up and called me out and said, you got an immigration hold on you. I said, I don't understand.
So why was this happening? In 1996, immigration legislation under President Bill Clinton changed, limiting judges' discretion and expanding the scope of aggravated felonies.
But in immigration court, aggravated felonies are certain crimes that prevent people from having any sort of relief.
I don't know of any more mean-spirited law than you can have than a law that makes it retroactive, that what you did 25 years ago, you're now going to be held responsible for, not just in a court of law, but in an immigration court whose hands have been tied.
Jan, Heather, and Luis Alvarez, a veteran who fought and prevented his own deportation, founded the Banished Veterans. The Banished Veterans was a group put together to support vets fighting deportation and those hoping to return.
I tell you, the only hope I see is when I look at the guys that have been deported who have gathered together, about 14 of them, in Rosarito Beach, who look out for one another as best as they can.
But they're not the only ones.
Veterans are all over the world. You know, I ran into veterans from Spain, Germany, Canada, Africa.
Fernando was taken to El Centro Detention Center to await deportation. With limited resources, he filed for his citizenship, but he never got the opportunity to continue the process.
They didn't want to hear it. They wanted to beat me up. Because they said, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. I said, look, I'm not going to get beat up and still get thrown out of the country anyway.
Fernando spent the next year a stranger in the land he was born in.
I speak the language. I can speak, read, and write Spanish. But people can tell that I wasn't raised in Mexico.
Thanks to the help of Banished Veterans and Latham & Watkins law firm, Fernando received post-conviction relief and the call to return home.
I was jumping for joy. I couldn't believe it. The first thing I did was tell my brother. I said, hey, man, I'm going home.
Fernando is back home in the U.S. because his conviction was overturned. A judge found that he had inadequate counsel. Therefore, no conviction, no deportation. And things are changing.
In the second Gulf War, USCIS started naturalizing our military members on the bases abroad.
But unfortunately, the deportable vets can only hope for a change in the law.
When Barack Obama and other politicians say that veterans have given and that there's a sacrifice they've made that we can never repay, that we'll never forget, we cannot forget. This is so wrong. It just breaks my heart.